Hey guys, I'm back for more. Crazy part is you're back for more too. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome here. Some of you guys really had an issue with my James story. Y'all were in a way, for sure, which is appreciated because, like, wherever I am in my mind, I don't know if my brain is just so warped at that time. I can't see, bad things that are happening. So your outrage on my behalf was appreciated. But I do have some more information about that I felt like I wanted to share, just because I honestly don't know who else to tell. I might as well share it with the whole internet, you know what I mean? So talking about James, some backstory might be a little helpful to put everything in perspective. He was 12 or 13 years younger than me. And I think that's why I have this feeling, like, when I think back on him, not the story that I told, but when I think back on, like, the times that we spent together, I consider him like a sweet boy man, he had a lot of sweetness to him. He was a genuine person. And I'm sure the age difference had a lot to do with the things that were happening between us. And I mentioned that I walked out in the middle of a moment. I do want to clarify, that wasn't like a Me Too scenario. That was just two people who are drinking and not being on the same page. And the thing that happened, I'm just like, I am furious. And so I left. And I feel like that's the best way to handle that situation. I could have gone a ton of other different ways with both of us drinking. And so anyway, I feel the need to be clear about that, is what I'm saying. So I've had a lot of people reach out about the videos, and so I know that these videos are getting into the hands of people in Oklahoma, because a lot of people from Oklahoma have contacted me like, hey, I saw you here, which is cool. And I love the comments and I love the support. Everything's been cool so far, but it is reminding me I need to be really careful. Part of it, just how much I share, and then also just being mindful of people's privacy. So because the situations are so specific, I went to find James to see what was happening with him. And I was looking back through some of our messages, and these are things that I have completely forgotten. And we were hanging out quite a lot at one point, and I was just looking through our messages, and we get to a certain point and he says, marry me. And it was very him, and it's half joking, but maybe some truth to it. I don't know. He was into me. I know that. I said, what would you do if I said yes? And he said, then I would become the man I'm supposed to become. And yes, I know I don't know what that is. I thought it was sweet. I know it's not like a genuine thing. It's still a sweet thing to say. So just as I was looking back on some of our messages, I was remembering the times that we were together outside of that last time. So once I was like looking at our messages and stuff, I'm like, I'm going to go see like what he's doing, where he's at, block him here and there, wherever I need to. And so I go to his page, and I'm just like looking at his page, and I'm like, holy shit, he's dead. He died last year. Something completely unexpected, and I'm sure that's why I feel the need to come on here and somewhat defend him a little bit. It just was like, that was rough this week, and I haven't been able to really find the right words to say it. It kind of, I don't know. Anyway, as I was reading through the comments on his page, it appears that he died of a drug overdose. I'm assuming, because he was 35 and died unexpectedly in his home. And then one of his friends had been talking about you know, suffered from addiction, and, you know, some people struggle and things like that. And so it was like, all right, so here I am online doing these videos. I'm putting videos out about Tinder. I'm putting videos out about addiction. And now I'm making a video about a Tinder date who died from addiction. And when I hear these things, like losing a person who was addicted to something, it makes me feel like I feel like it's something that could have potentially been avoided. And it makes me think I wasn't in the right frame of mind to see like what he was really struggling with at the time that we were mostly seeing each other. And it's not my responsibility, no, but it just made me sad. He was a good man, regardless of the story that I told. And like the other thing I wanted to say about it is I feel like knowing that he was a drug addict after the fact sort of humanizes his story that I told. Him wanting to put his parents' house on Airbnb. Well, I mean, if you need drug money, that's a pretty good way to get it, you know? And listen, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying I know how to think like an addict. When he looked at me, when I tried to wake him up, he honestly looked at me like he didn't know me, and then he yelled at me. That makes sense. If he's high on, and I didn't know. It's not like I was down there hanging out at the pool knowing that he's doing something. He just seemed normal to me. So, but I do want to paint a very human picture of him, because the stories that I tell, like, yeah, some of them are bad, but that doesn't mean the people are bad. They made bad decisions, and you know, I think we all have the capability, just as humans, to be really good and kind to people, and to also be incredibly self-serving. Not to say that everybody acts that way, but I'm saying if you add addiction to that, you're not always going to get great things. So anyway, I just thought I'd share. I don't even know how else to end that, so I'm sure I'll be back for more later. Peace out.